I've lost my stand again. Can you believe it? Oh, big up all the subscribers, likers, sharers, commenters, all that. Big up your chest, blah, blah, blah. But I've lost my stand again, man. What is going on in this new flat? What the hell is going on? Is there like beings in here that keep just pulling the wool over my eyes, just like pulling down a new reality, like it's a curtain, just literally blocking out what I can say that's right in front of my face. As soon as I finish this video, I'll find it. It might be like, you know, extraterrestrials from another dimension, or it might just be I just can't remember I'm putting things in this flat yet. I've got to keep putting things in the same. I keep putting things in random places, like on top of that broken fridge. Look, what's that? Some sort of beating device. Oh, it is. Look, yeah, it's a good old beating device. Yeah, I'll use that for beating later. I keep sticking things up there. I've never put anything on top of a fridge in my life except beating devices. The hell, mate. I think I just got on here just to moan about beating devices. The most intimidating, scariest, most intimidated I ever felt. The most intimidating experience in my jail life when I was doing my touring on tour. The most frightening, scariest, ghoulish, dastardly, all those sort of words, yeah. And I've been in some sticky predicaments, as you all know. You know, is he going to come out of this one unscathed, sort of thing? Tenderhooks. What's going to happen to good old Cole this week? But the most intimidated I ever was getting on a sweatbox, right? I can't remember how old I was. I was young. I got on a sweatbox. It was full of women going like Holloway, right? Mate, it was torturous. Some of you might have thought, what are you going on about, mate, yeah? But I'm not talking about getting on a sweatbox full of, like, you know, page 3 lookalikes. Yeah, we're talking after these birds would literally kick shit out of me if they wanted to, you know what I mean, yeah? And the abuse I got, the filth that was coming out of these women's mouths was unbelievable, yeah? And I was just dumbfounded, like, I was in my little sweatbox, shaking, like, what's going on here? Just getting abuse from all angles. I've got a sweatbox before, especially on like YO's going to Feltham and all that, and just had the verbal from about 1 million bods, you know what I mean? And you've got to give it back. But what am I going to say to a load of birds that probably, if they got out of there, would beat me up? It was... They were telling me they were going to do all sorts of things to me. I was probably a virgin, but still at that time. Didn't even understand what they was telling me they was going to do to me, you know what I mean? I think I got one of their details. I think once I manned up and like managed to like get a word out, like stop shaking, like managed to like make my voice not sound like but sound like I was literally 14. I was old enough to be in jail, let's put it that way, but I just can't remember how old I was. I genuinely can't, right? And they're just abusing me. Oh, you this, that, blah, blah. I'm not going to say what they were saying. I'll get demonetised, mate. Yeah, but this is coming out of women's mouths, right? And I've said before, like, you know, women, if they've ever been in jail, they've had it bad. You know, it's not the same as men. Most women, if they've been in jail, have had some sort of traumatic experience in their life. Yeah, that's sent them there, and we all have, but they've had it, you know, terrible. Yeah, like, think about some of the things that can happen to a bird. Yeah. A woman. I don't mean to be disrespectful, bird, to anyone that's thinking, oh, what does bird mean? And I've got some American audience. Bird means woman, and it also means a sentence as well. Just randomly, just saying, in case you've heard me say it in a different text as well. Yeah, bird means woman, and bird means sentence, prison, jail. Yeah, sort of. You can sort of see why. Ball and chain and all that. Anyway, ball and chain. Getting details off birds though. Yeah, this is just. I was gonna do it just about that sweatbox thing, but I'm freestyling now. Yeah, I'm totally freestyling it. There was when I was in obviously when you're in jail, you want letters off the opposite sex if that's what floats you. If you might want it off the same sex if that floats your boat, you know. You might order the Escort magazine just for that one gay page at the back. You know, that might be a bit of you, but you know, some of us would like a dirty, filthy letter to like just whatever to, yeah, like sniffing it. This ain't for kids, by the way. You know what I mean? Make sure they're out of the room right now. Yeah, as I'm sniffing letters and playing with myself. What am I talking about, mate? But it's true, yeah. That's what you want, isn't it? When you're in jail, yeah. Let's have it straight. We don't want to. Who would you rather read a letter off? Your mum or a slut? Let's have it straight, yeah. Right. There's all sorts of different ways that we get messages to each other as well. Yeah, I mean, I remember opening up canteen before, and I don't know where the canteen come from, but whoever had made the canteen had put like chuck their details in like the pack of Rice Krispies that I bought or something. Yeah, probably just some like random's details. You know what I mean? So like some enemy's details that they did as a joke, and it was me writing a dirty letter to it like. Think, oh yeah, never got a reply to that one. I was fuming. There was one in when I was in Highdown, the one in Surrey, yeah. And you've got the girls' prison like next door. What's it? Oh, I forgot the name of it, man. Highdown and Downview, right? I forgot I forgot the system. That might have been the canteen way. It might have been the one at the canteen where like the dates got dropped, so they just got sent in opposite directions. I don't know, mate. But geezers, when they're in jail, I mean, birds are probably the same. You know, are they the same? I don't know. Geezers are just scummers at heart, aren't we? Come on, we are. I mean, geezers will give out birds' numbers, birds' addresses. Willy-nilly when they're behind the door, yeah, swap it like it's Pokemon cards, mate, yeah. And then like the bird I'd be like, did you give out my details? You're like, no, what are you talking about? How? Hey, someone must have gone through my diary. They must have, I swear. Have you given out the amount of times I've had that? Have you given out my details? No, swear. You got a letter? When did you send me a letter? There was one in Stocken, and she was just, that was like a cattle trade, like trading cattle, mate. Geezer's just being totally disrespectful. Yeah, you give me your details, I'll give you her details. Yeah, but you can't say you got her details from me. I swear to God. I mean, I'm the only person she knows in Stocken, but I swear down, you can't tell her it's from me. If she says it's from me, just say you had never heard of me. You're the only geezer in Stocken that she knows, though, and you're from Romford and Stocken's in Leicester. Well, I was from Romford back then anyway. Wow, mate, this is taking some dirty, rotten path, isn't it? This video, mate. I was going to talk about the most intimidating experience being on a sweatbox with a load of brutish women, thuggish women. But it's just turned all seedy and disgusting, isn't it? I've run out of seedy and dirty. I'll hit you up tomorrow. Adios.